all relations. Let's get back into discussing some important topics here today, live and direct from Kolkata, India. I am Uncle Makara. If you're hearing of me for the first time, I am a reincarnation of the sea monster of the Vedas, okay? You might believe that, you might say that's a bunch of nonsense. It doesn't matter to me, okay? I'm here to be the messenger, I'm here to be the channeler of these teachings, of these understandings. And I'm looking through my particular lens, my frame of reality, okay? So we all have different perspectives, and I want to give you various of my perspectives today. So go into this with an open mind, open heart, read the disclaimer, and let's get started with today's lesson, okay? Today's lesson is going to be pretty key and pretty important for a lot of people. If you're an artist, if you're a musician, if you are creative, if you're an entrepreneur, if you are a healer, if you are a practitioner of any kind, this is going to help you, okay? Because we all deal with this. Every single one of us deals with resistance differently. When you feel into your own resistance right now, where does it come up? First of all, that's your resistance code, okay? That's the first thing to understand. You have a resistance code. It's deep within you. It's like an imprint or a samskar, okay? It's a resistance code, a code of your fear that your ancestors passed on to you, okay? So it's actually an evolutionary fear, a primal fear, okay? And it's been passed on to every individual. What is resistance, first and foremost? It's a buzzword in a lot of spiritual circles. But basically it means in opposition, okay? So you're ops, okay? An oppositional force that has negative consequences from you not being in alignment, okay? So when your thoughts, words, and actions are out of synchrony, you will start to notice resistance, okay? So I want you to actually tap into this understanding of harmony, okay, over the resistance, okay? So think about it, it's like a stream, right? You're paddling on a stream, you have 3 paddlers paddling one direction, and you have 3 paddlers paddling the opposite direction. So of course, you're gonna create this inertia, this friction, and you're not gonna get anywhere, right? You're gonna feel like you're stuck, and this is what happens. But stuckness is an illusion, right? So there's, atoms vibrating all the time around us. And so how can we remain stuck? Because stuckness is a human-made concept, okay? And that imprint creates that sluggishness to begin with, okay? And again, some people are just like, resist nothing, okay? In the spiritual community, that's dangerous too, right? Because then you just, I don't know, you get attacked by entities or something, right? You don't resist or you don't fight back in any way. You just, okay, let it happen. Okay, so this creates a lot of internal confusion for a lot of people. It's kind of like a tug of war feeling, right? A lot of people think it's a tug of war of mind and heart. A lot of people think it's 2 oppositional forces within, like, let's say I have some good boy conditioning, right? And some bad boy conditioning. And they're gonna cause friction internally. And so you have to let it integrate, right? You have to merge both polarities in order to truly live and remain open, remain free, right? So this internal resistance creates a reflection on the external world as you start to notice more resistance, okay? As within, so without. So if you have a tension within you right now, it's gonna manifest as a tension outside of you through someone, some relationship you have, some thing that triggers you, right? It's gonna show up in that way, okay? Where am I from? That's a complicated question, man. My earthly form, I would say I'm from India. That's how I'd respond, but I want to know what context you're coming from, okay? So there's a difference to saying, like, let's say you're saying, I deserve abundance, right? And you're using an affirmation there. trying to change the physical world through your words. I deserve abundance. But on the inside, you're thinking everybody has money issues. Okay? So these two thoughts are like oppositional force thoughts, right? That's why you're creating this resistance within and you're not manifesting. Okay, so let's say you're getting drunk when you told yourself you were going to be sober for a week. It's the same thing. All right, you broke your promise, you broke your word, therefore you broke your self-esteem down. Now you have to get the ball rolling again to prove to yourself that you actually can. I can. Tell yourself I can. Okay? Because the moment you say I can't, you freeze. You create resistance. You create a stuckness within you. A lack of possibility, lack of movement. Okay? However, this is one body, but multiple selves. Okay? Hello from Russia. Last year I come to India, Goa with my family. Very good and friendly country. Awesome, man. Goa is amazing. I went there for an art internship that I was doing with a performance artist. His name was Nikhil Chopra. You can look up some of his performance art pieces. He would dress up like a Raja and some, like, he'd do weird stuff too, man. He would like cover himself with lipstick, like his entire body in red and stuff like this. But he was a performance artist, right? Legit. And one of the questions I asked him, bro, I was like, what do you think when you just sit out here in nature? You know, because he used to go out there in nature and just watch the scenery. His backyard was just like all green, right? Just trees. And this was in Goa. And he answered the question so wise. He was like, this is my plasma screen TV. Right? Everybody else is watching the news or, you know, checking what's entertaining. But this is all I need, he told me. Amazing, right? Amazing. Shout out to Nikhil Chopra if he's watching this, bro. Send him this little snippet, somebody. I think you'll really enjoy hearing about this. Malit Titimoluva from the Philippines. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Appreciate the hearts. All right. So you're basically feeling like you're torn in half, right? You have multiple cells with multiple desires, identities, and perspectives going up against each other. And that's the friction. That's the internal stuckness that you're feeling. You can put a label on it like, oh yeah, it's just tension or my anxiety or resistance or something, but you know it's there, right? And I'm saying that your resistance code is very different from other people's resistance code. Your mother does not experience resistance the way that you experience it, correct? She has her own different code of experiencing that resistance. Everybody does. And this code sometimes gets passed from family to family. So we start behaving like our parents and then we go, wait a second. Let me auto-correct that. Hold on. Let me go back to the drawing board again, right? We sometimes have to scrap everything and just refresh our minds, you know, and that's what meditation does. That's what, you know, connecting within, moving your physical body so you get out of the mind and thinking so much. You get it? We live sedentary lives in the modern world and we need to move. The movement will create the ripples to let go of the actual resistance. You see? So we have to recreate a love for our own bodies and moving again. I think that's one of the solutions to get out of this heady society that just gets you stuck in your thoughts and fantasies instead of actually living, manifesting that life. Why do we call it a dream life, right? I don't call it a dream, I call it my attunement because it's a part of my journey. It's not separate from me so far away. It's not like a pipe dream that I have to like envision or visualize. I'm living with it right here, right now. I have that essence within me. And this is what really makes the difference, guys. Okay, I've studied the flow state for many years. And I've come across these different codes. So if you're combating resistance, it's like playing fire against fire, right? You're adding more resistance over the initial resistance. And this is what many people do. They ignore it, they edit it, they snip it, they suppress it, they deny it. Okay, they push it away rather than experiencing it and allowing it, right? I'm completely here with you right now, resistance. I'm present here with you right now. See what I'm saying? Just notice what it does. It'll shift. Feel into your legs, lower legs, thigh muscles, calf muscles, okay? Right now. This is the groundedness techniques. You forgot you were an animal who has a pelvis, who has sexual energy, you probably fucks, right? You forgot that. You forgot that. You've been like wiped clean. You need to re-embody and find your primal self again. That is the caveman or cavewoman that will save you when times get tough. That internal resilience, it's something that you need. It's really true. How do you pronounce your name, brother? So, you can say, I am wealthy all you want, but feel broke inside, right? Feel the poverty on your body. And so what do you need to do? Don't go to a 3-day workshop to try to hammer it in your brain, okay? What I would do is understand that that part of me doesn't want the healing to take place. Oh, shit, bro. That part of me, okay, doesn't want my life to manifest the way that I want. Oh, snap, is this my enemy? But isn't it also my friend? Isn't it also protecting me from all the darkness, from all the terror? Okay? So you got to understand this thing. Your fear might just be your call to action, but what do you do with it? Do you freeze and say, I can't? Or do you say, I allow, I may, actually. I may. Because when you say, I may, you've now given yourself permission. Okay? Matve. Hello, Matve. I'll let you continue, brother. I do talk a little bit R-rated at times, so if anything offends you or anything like that, make sure there's a, parental supervision and so forth on this, okay? Because I don't want too many kids to tune in, okay? I'm not saying you're a kid, obviously you're grown, but you can make your own decisions, right? So just take what I say with a grain of salt, okay, my friend? Good. So, the next thing that I want to talk about is don't approach this thing as if it's invalid, okay? Because you've got to be completely honest with yourself that this resistance that I'm feeling is valid. It's an energy block, okay? Either in my mind, my mental, my physical body, showing up as acne or rashes or, some kind of something on the body, right? Physically. An ache, an injury. Sometimes we manifest injuries, okay? So it's the way that you're perceiving the block, okay? So if you're saying this task is way too challenging for me, you've now created a block. If you say, I don't have the skills to handle that, you've now created another block. Now, both of these blocks cannot create a challenge skills ratio of flow state. Cannot create your flow state channel if you just said, I don't have the challenges, I can't challenge myself, and I don't have the skills. Because if you block both of those off, you're going to be in apathy. And apathy is a feeling of numbness. Bro, you feel like a zombie. I'm going to be honest with you, right? In that state, you just feel like a mundane zombie. Oh, just another day doing the same old shit, right? It gets mundane, right? Yeah, man, life comes from you, not at you. Yeah, big love. Ross is right, man. This thing is happening through you and for you, not to you. Amen. Okay? But be proud of yourself, okay? And be delusionally optimistic, because life will make you pessimistic. Okay? So I choose life to guide me. It's happening through me. It's not attacking me. Because if I think the world is a hostile place, I'm going to experience so much hostility from the world. If I really believe the world is a kind place, man, I'm going to receive so much kindness. You see what I'm saying? It's the way that you see reality that allows you to tap in. You have this Godfidence within you, and you've had it ever since the day you were born, but now you've accumulated all this debris, all this residue, all this gunk from these emotional, physical, mental, energetic experiences. Okay? And we need to shake it off, okay? Like Taylor Swift said, okay? But again, shake it off is a primal language of the animal who shakes off the trauma and gets on with it, who allows themselves to deeply embody the pain and just go through the motions of feeling through every single crevice of that until it pops the threshold and you regain your consciousness back, your authenticity comes back, you turn back online again, okay? Any questions, by the way, guys? I'm in the zone, man. Okay, I just gotta look something up. Hold on. It's partly due to this class I'm joining. Okay. As that's waiting up, let's continue for a little bit longer, okay? Let's do this till 30 minutes or so, and then I gotta hop off. So any questions, let me know, okay? But you gotta tell your inner critic, speak to your inner critic. It's not an interrogation, right? You're just speaking to your inner critic and just be like, hey, in a joking way, right? I'm the captain now. Okay? I'm the captain now. Okay? How powerful is that understanding? That you are regaining your driver's license of this thing again. You are becoming the cause and not at the effect of life anymore. You are starting to cause ripples to happen. You see, you're not the pool ball getting pushed around by the other pool balls anymore. You're the cue ball or whatever, right? You're the pool ball that hits. You're the cause. You're not in reaction. You see, this is how you remain unreactive. Let me give you guys an exercise, okay? What do we use here? Okay, let's use this cup as an example, okay? Now tell me, just everybody tell me some disgusting things, worthless things, insult this cup, basically. Man, that cup is so plain, it's so white, right? Man, come on, it says thank you. I mean, that's so gay, right? Whatever this is. It doesn't even have that much coffee in it, you know, and it leaves this weird coffee stain residue on the top and it, okay? Find everything you don't like about it, okay? Good, good. Does it change the cup? Okay? Does it change the cup? It doesn't change the cup. Now say all the positive things about this cup. Man, this cup is so lit. It's so amazing. I love that flower design on the side, man. Oh, that's incredible. It even comes with like an exclamation point to really hone in that idea of thank you, right? I mean, that's just incredible. And every sip of coffee that I take, it's just invincible. I am in gratitude with those coffee beans right now as this flowing through my skin, my melanin, my organs. Yeah, let's get it in. Okay? That's a different energy. But did it change the cup? No. Still me. That's the energy, okay? Tap into this today. Tap into this because this is that code, this is that mindset, this is that arena of beingness, this is your dojo of life. And when you can look at yourself and be like, still me, okay? Experience happened, it didn't affect my identity. I am not a loser, okay? I'm a winner in transit. I'm on my code. I'm constantly finding opportunities to navigate my maximization and my optimization on this planet, okay? Okay. So Matve says, understood, bro. So I believe I should come back in India with my family. India kitchen is delicious. It's an amazing country. Sorry, bro. I need to go. You good human. Good luck. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, my friend. Take care of yourself. Good. So you tell your inner critic, I'm the captain now. Then you have a positive thought that's like a seed. And in a hypnotic or trance state, if you're sleepy, if you're in that groggy state right when you're waking up, this is a good time to do this, right? You envelop affirmations during that time. This is the reason why a lot of your affirmations are working, is because there's a lack of embodiment. Okay? You're not saying it with enough conviction so you feel it in the residue of your body. It feels like a lie you're telling yourself. So that's why if you just flip heads to tails, positive, negative to positive, like most CBT practitioners tell you to do, right? When you're taking therapy, this is what I will tell you as well, okay? I'm not a therapist per se, but I'm a positive psychologist and counselor. I do this every day, right? So understand that if somebody gives me that issue, like, wait a minute, I'm just making it positive, but like, now this is making it feel like a toxic positivity, like a good vibes only, right? That feels icky to hold in my hands and embody as my own as well. But what is the difference between delusional optimism and toxic positivism, right? We got to understand the difference, okay? One is harming self in others. One is other is expanding self in others, okay? Okay. Ireland's son says DMT has changed my life over all the other treatments. It made the largest impact positive. Okay. Interesting. What made you go into doing DMT, Ireland's sons? Because I know DMT is naturally produced in your brain too, right? Can't you do a DMT breath and access it like that too? I'm all for the plant medicine though. I think if you do it in a ritualistic context and you know what you're doing, it might be a good path for you, especially if you tried everything and you're just not, getting the resonance of it. But again, I'm not here to be a proponent, because I'm a neo-shaman. I understand I can alter my brain chemistry as I choose. I don't need these psychedelics, to access that. I want to live in psychedelia, if that makes sense. I don't want to ingest that. Again, it's a lens, right? So you're seeing through a different lens at a time, and maybe you take some scribbles or downloads down, and then a lot of people have these experiences, but they're unintegrated. And this is what I want to talk about, because this is why affirmations don't work for people. They're not embodied to the actual sentiment, right? So once you go from heads to tails, or tails to heads, whatever, right? Negative to positive, then you got to make it neutral again so that it feels real enough for you to continue that, okay? So let's say that the negative thought is, I hate reading. Now you just flip it from heads to tails and it goes, I love reading. But if you say, I love reading, you're just lying to yourself, bro. Okay? Now you can accumulate this over and over again, but you're just creating more resistance by affirming. You see what I'm saying? So now you got to say that every day I find opportunities to enhance my skill of reading. Isn't that a way better thought, right, than the first negative thought and the second positive reframed thought? You made it something so visceral, so present here in the now. Okay? That's power language. When you say, I'm going to the gym now, you don't say, I'm going to go maybe. Now you've created a possibility in your language that you're going to go 50%. You know what I'm saying? I think it has a dramatic effect, CJ Johnson. I can turn the light on if you want to see my face. Let's do this. Where was I, man? Yeah, lack of embodiment, right? So you gotta just feel through your feet, stomp and wiggle your toes. Bring that energy from the top of your head that keeps emanating here down into the body, down into the lower energy centers, okay? First you take the pre-workout, then wait 20 minutes, then you go to the gym. What are you doing in those 20 minutes, CJ? What are you doing in those in that gap of you take the pre-workout and then you're waiting? What are you doing then? Because that's how you tap in, and I'm fascinated with that. Preparing the mind, okay? What does that mean? I see. Yeah. Ireland's son says, unbelievable crippling depression and anxiety steered me towards it. Oh, man. I know what you mean by the leg day, man. But you're actually, wait, you're preparing yourself to get your ass kicked? That means you're preparing for ego death. That's amazing. That's amazing, actually. You're preparing your mind to get ready and crush your ego down so your body can change. Wow. And I guess the pre-workout kind of heightens you, sort of like a rape in the, modern traditions of Mesoamerica and so forth, right? They take this thing called rape that it's kind of like a sniffing tobacco, right? And it heightens them. It like puts them in this like hunter mode, right? So it's sort of like that, right? And I'm fascinated with everybody's flow state rituals, by the way, because I teach people how to do this. I tap in on different things, and I've helped different artists to also kind of access this state readily, including athletes, Instagram influencers, you name it. I've helped people across all walks of life, pretty much. And what I've observed is everybody struggles with resistance, That's why I honed in on the topic. I mean, if you've ever read The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield, you'll understand this topic a lot more readily. Again, I don't really like to recommend books because many people read books and they get the heady knowledge, but they don't really embody those teachings at all, right? It's just up in the head again. So are you being a spiritual junkie with the information, or are you being a spiritual activator? You see what I'm saying? So you help people with mental barriers. Exactly, man. I kill people. Not like a murderer or a serial killer, but I kill people's identities, the ones that don't serve them anymore. I mean, fuck that guy, right? That guy that's losing, the guy that's annoying everybody, the guy that's pissed off at the world and himself. Hey, that's not you. I know that's not you. And I know, I choose to, and it's an autonomy. I choose to see people at their highest light. I choose to see people as their God or goddess self. Okay? And when I can see that potential in somebody, I help them come to it by their own means or their own revelations, right? I'm just the guide. I'm just the Sherpa of the mountain, right? You either follow me or you don't. It doesn't matter, right? I'll help you guide your journey to the level that you want it. And that's what you got to do, man. You got to be customizable. Personable, like be a real person. Don't be the guru preaching at the top of the mountain and then nobody can access you. Okay? You got to be in the storm of life. That's the real spirituality, my friends. Stop hiding. Stop dimming your light. Okay? You are a spiritual activator, a spiritual shaman. Your brain is the most powerful organ ever. You just got to know how to use it, okay? Thank you for the like, man. I appreciate it. And I think the algorithm somehow found me finally, okay? I've been posting videos every single day, but not that many views, Now it's like picking it up, the algorithm. It's just like pow, 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 pow. Maybe because I'm doing it on my phone. I don't know if that makes a difference. I think it does. That's what I've observed. If I do it on my phone, I get more people tuning in with a live chat and so forth. So maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Maybe one of you guys who knows YouTube real well can tell me. But yeah, man, I love talking about this stuff. But again, once you water that positive seed in your brain, let's say that every day, in every way, is getting better and better. One of the greatest affirmations by Emil Coué, I can give you that, but you wouldn't know how to use it. When you're saying that quote or that affirmation, you are actually envisioning that things in your life are getting better, and you're feeling how that makes you feel in your physical body. There's a lightness, right? There's a buzzing around your head, like of excitement. There's a feeling of like a Hadouken, right? Like a Kamehameha building up that type of energy, right? That's the pre-workout probably, bro. But that's it, right? So this is why embodiment is so overlooked. In the spiritual communities, they just tell you get out of your body, go more into the fantasies, okay? Be a crown chakra seeker and don't pay attention to your physical health. I say fuck them, okay? I love this. Says Ty. Thank you, man. When you speak it into existence, the instant your dreams unlock. Again, yeah, man. And again, I've stopped calling them dreams, right, Ty? Because a dream is like just when I go to sleep or whatever, right? Man, this thing feels real. It feels real, man. I know it's like some people might say that, okay, like if I really envision I'm walking across the mall and I pretend to be a dragon, right? My tail is dragging behind me. I have these giant wings, right? That can flap out and knock these pedestrians over, right? If I really walked my talk and I walked like a dragon across the mall, I don't need to speak into existence anything. I just need to hold the image, right? But yes, your words also create, including the imagery in your minds, including, right, that feeling, the sensations in your body. Hey, Mia's like a cult follower now, I feel like. She's always on these streams. Good to have you on back. We're talking about resistance today, and this very, very powerful topic, you know? Like, resistance is one of those things that's just been my mortal enemy and my greatest friend, okay? You know, right before you're about to take a cold shower, that feeling, that's like, I don't want to do this. This is gonna hurt, okay? She's hooked. She's hooked like crack, okay? Somebody save her. She don't want to be saved. Okay, good. It's good. So, you know that feeling, right? Right before you're about to take action, you feel this thing pulling you back, this hesitation, this doubt, this thing in the background. It doesn't really make sense, but it's in opposition to what you want. Hey, man, I'm so sexy, but also I kind of get, you know, a little bit ashamed of my sexuality. Right? It's like suddenly a doubt. Wait, what? Right? You have that oppositional thought. That's the one that I'm looking at and going, motherfucker, no. I don't trust that. Okay? I trust God. Oof. Okay? Let's go. Amen. Silliness is next to godliness, my friend. Stay playful, stay light. Don't take this hologram so seriously. Okay? Not too serious, not too playful. That's charisma. Hey, Mathis says, just did 3-minute cold shower, 10 times breath, daily since last week, Sunday. Oh, man. After 20 minutes, I start to laugh, really. Absolutely, man. I need to get some Morpheus glasses, huh? You're stuck in the lie. The hologram has taken control of your entire body and beingness. Now, the way to break out of this simulation is I want you to, okay? That's funny, man. Would you like some, we have a pack of cigarettes over there. We also have some juice. Do you want some juice? Hey, guy, over there, don't touch that. Okay, back to the store, back of the store. I don't want you here. Okay? Good. Why is the world cruel for you, Tomato? Or is it tomato? Man. Tell me I can't get full DoorDash refund of that voice. Your DoorDash. Wait. DoorDash, right? Okay. I am definitely not giving you a refund.